That one bullshit PlayStation trophy.
In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the One Punch trophy in A Hat in Time, which you unlock by defeating any boss with the One Hit Hero badge equipped. So for this trophy, I'm going to attempt it on the second chapter boss, but before you start a level, you need to go into the pause menu and make sure that the One Hit Hero badge is equipped, as I don't think it will count if you enter a level and then equip it. And this badge can be purchased in the shop found in most levels. So once that's done, you simply need to pick the final act of the chapter and fight the boss. And sadly, it's not just a boss fight, as you will have to get through an entire platforming section before you get to him, making sure that you don't get hit once, as you will die, hence the name One Hit Hero. Thankfully though, there are checkpoints, so you can die as many times as you like, and eventually you will get to the lift at the end of the level, which you then ride down to the basement to fight the final boss, which for me was this rather dapper looking yellow bird. So as the fight begins, you definitely want to make sure you have the time stop hat equipped, as this will let you slow down time to more easily dodge some of the boss's attacks. And speaking of the attacks, this boss packs quite the punch. Like the dive bomb you need to dodge, as well as the falling debris that you're going to have to avoid. And when he's on the ground, he will often do a lunging pounce at you that you need to avoid and then quickly hit him as he tries to get back up. He'll also slam his giant wrecking ball into the stage, and that creates a shockwave that you have to jump over. After hitting him a few times, he will begin to rage and start doing new moves, like this knife attack which he does in the dark, where he throws a load of knives at you, or this knife frenzy move, which you need to do the homing attack on him to hit him without getting hurt. As well as these new moves, his other attacks now begin to get upgraded, giving them slight variations, the worst of which is the wrecking ball that starts out simple, but in the second wave there's a slight delay before the ball drops, which means your timing is off. The third version of this move introduces 2 photocopies of the ball that also slam into the ground, meaning you have 3 shockwaves you have to jump over and avoid. The fourth and final version offers up 5 of these balls that slam into the ground, meaning you have 5 different shockwaves to try and avoid, which will likely get you killed. He'll also summon these cars onto the stage that you need to avoid as they crash into each other, with the upgrade adding even more cars into the area, and it can be a bit nerve-wracking when they appear, but this is easy to dodge if you just slow down time and run to the bottom right corner as soon as they appear. They won't hit you. The knife throw attack also gets harder to avoid as there are more knives thrown, and I think they go a bit faster, so that will likely kill you too. And remember, you have the One Hit Hero badge equipped at the minute, so if you get hit just once during any of that, you are sent straight back to the beginning of the fight to do it all over again. And trust me, you will die a lot attempting this trophy, and it will start to get really frustrating when you die on some BS parts due to the controls, the camera, or just the boss's annoying moves, as you can't make a single mistake through this. Otherwise, it's back to the start to try and get through all of this perfectly all over again. And this whole fight sequence here lasts about 2 minutes, and while that doesn't seem that long, when you're trying to do all of this without getting hit and not making a single mistake, that can just feel like a lifetime, and the pressure of having to start over again if you fail starts to mount, and it really does make this a tense fight. But if you can do all of that without getting hit and hitting the boss himself, eventually the boss will disappear and the lights will go out, and then all of a sudden a table appears in the middle of the stage with the boss there having a conversation with you, and after the conversation the boss disappears and you're left in the darkness. So surely the fight's over now, right? Well, no, because it turns out all of that you just got through without getting hit was just the first phase of this boss fight. So now you've got to fight him all over again, this time with a bomb strapped to you that's counting down with a little timer in the corner of the screen to add even more pressure to this already annoying boss fight where you can't get hit once. Jeez! Near this section, the boss has a couple new moves, mainly these saw blades that he'll throw at you, either from the rafters or when he's on the ground. 3 of them will come after you, and it's a case of just using the slow-mo hat to slow down time and hit him. It will also start to do some of his other attacks from the previous phase, and after hitting him several times, the other bird will be able to get the bomb off your back by using these giant scissors, and after cutting the bomb off you, surely now the boss is over, right? Well, that's another big fat no, I'm afraid, because now he gets even more angry, and even worse, he summons 4 henchmen into the stage that will just constantly follow you around, so you have to try and hit the boss who does all of his other moves without anyone hitting you, because if you get hit once here, well, it's straight back to the very beginning of the fight, because there are no checkpoints. And remember earlier when I said it was really frustrating to die for some BS parts? Well, here's 2 where I died pretty late into the fight. So this was definitely BS. As I jumped towards him to try and hit him, I just got pushed back by absolutely nothing. Then the girl was stunned on the floor and I got hit by the saw blade.
What the f***? Check this out!
A similar thing happened to me near the end of the fight. After hitting the boss, I got pushed back behind the stage, and as I tried to jump out to avoid getting hit, I got pushed back again by nothing and died. This is already a tough trophy as it is, so you don't need crap things like that happening, but I'm not going to give up. I am getting this trophy. And there you go, that is me getting it. That is my perfect run of the Chapter 2 boss fight for the One Punch trophy in A Hat in Time. And maybe I just picked the wrong boss, because that one was really hard, but I know a lot of them just drag on like this one, so I don't think it would have made a difference what boss I'd picked. This was a tough trophy, and it took me over an hour in order to unlock it. It's a good challenge, but these boss fights are just way too long. Having to dodge everything and be perfect for that long is BS. So for that reason, and all the other reasons I've highlighted in this video, the One Punch trophy in A Hat in Time gets a BS trophy rating of.
Alright, here we go. Let's go!
Shit.
Shit! Whoa! Alright, hold on. I'll see if there's an. Oh shit! Oh shit! Shit.